within the game.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He's coming off a week where he stuffed the stat sheet in both yards and touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Eagles coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener, 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 67 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Steps away. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. Touchdown, Rams! Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning. And that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, If you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him plays like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Barnett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now all Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And
Line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that one going to come up short, low throw. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drop.
20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Aaron Sipas now. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
They've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The LA Rams with a victory here. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Rams, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.